Friday saw a big rivalry matchup in Miners 46 between then undefeated teams, the Caracas Cartel and the Glass City Fightin Thundercats, played at the Incinerator, home of the Caracas Cartel. The Thundercats got the ball to start the game and did so in fine fashion with a 13-play drive to draw first blood on a Buster McNiff rush for a 12.5-yard touchdown to cap the 73.5-yard drive. The Cartel were slow to get started, going 3 and out on their first drive. The teams traded possessions a few times, then with 1:17 to go in the first, Cartel free safety Mark Cronin forced a fumble on running back touchdown Ronnie Brown, which was recovered by defensive end Leroy Mudbug. The Cartel were able to turn it into points 5 plays later with a 39-yard Marty the Zebra field goal to make the game 7-3 Thundercats. The Thundercats may have had the lead, but the Cartel had the momentum after that first fumble recovery. They used it to their advantage, forcing a fumble and fumble recovery on the following kickoff. They drove it down the field to the Thundercat 13-yard line, but couldn't get a touchdown, settling for another field goal. The Cats went 3 and out on their next possession and punted back to the Cartel. The Cartel tried to get something going on their next possession, but quarterback Tyranny Vaunt 2.0 was hurried on 3rd and 10 and threw an interception. The Thundercats turned it into 6 points as they drove down and scored on a Red Dragon rush up the middle, unfortunately missing the extra point and going up 13-6. The Cartel continued to struggle on offense, but closed out the half with a field goal to go into the locker room, down 13-9. The Cartel got the ball to start the second half and finally made the necessary adjustments to get the offense going. They went down the field with some big plays, one of which a Tyranny Vaunt pass to Jules Winfield for 24 yards. Jules Winfield got the touchdown later with an 8-yard rush to give the Cartel a lead, 16-13. In the second half, the Thundercats made 2 field goals and the Cartel scored another field goal. The fourth quarter ended with a tie, 19-19. The Cartel got the ball first in overtime, but couldn't do anything with it, going 3 and out. The Cartel defense started to get aggressive after that. They forced and recovered a fumble, and the next offensive stride ended with a punt to the Thundercats' 9-yard line. The next play, Cartel cornerback Kaiser Soze forced the Cats halfback Ronnie Brown to fumble. Linebacker Leroy Mudbug recovered. 2 plays later, Cartel halfback Ernie Davis rushed 8 yards through several defenders for the game-winning touchdown. The Cartel beat the Thundercats 26-19 in overtime and kept their winning streak going.